Hello, everybody. I truly hope that your holiday was a blessing. I truly hope that you are doing as well as possible. And I want to celebrate the new beginnings and the new year with you. I went to Malibu, California, and I've been studying for over a year and a half. A mental health, a life health, and a tool that really, truly can help all of us. We hear a lot about nervous system reset. We hear a lot about somatic. We hear a lot about a lot of things. If you're in pain, or if you're having an emotional or a mental health issue, what if there was a way to calm it down with a self soothe or having a practitioner help you? Remember how I've been telling you to smile and take a breath and put your hand on your heart or on your belly? Okay. So, why don't we talk about what if everything that you're experiencing, you're noticing, you're allowed to just do that? What if you just let go of all of these ideas and expectations and forcing yourself to breathe? I think so many people tell us all these things out there that have to do with something that they know, something that they might trained in, but a lot of it feels forced. And I like things that feel natural or that are very organic. I don't want to be working with things that feel so not forced and pushed and not really supportive. So I really like things that are supportive, natural, organic. And I also like things that feel helpful and have some kind of depth to them. That's really important to me. Because if I'm just going to be like, oh, breathe, everything feels forced. It doesn't feel natural, right? If I tell you to do an affirmation, look at the sky. The sky is really pretty. Oh, believe that the sky is blue and believe that everything can happen for you. You are pretty. You are beautiful. You are great. You are amazing. All those things are lovely. And I've done them and they help. But how do we actually move through the body experience? How do we realize who we are and what we want? Right? How do we realize all those things? How do we know all of those things? How do we understand them all? So, this is an experiential experience. And so, I want you to have the experience. This is a flat palm, and you can move very slowly and very deliberately across your chest. And take that in, close your eyes if you want. Maybe you could grab a pen and a piece of paper and write down your experiences that you're noticing. But if you take a flat palm and put it across your chest and move it deliberately and slowly, just be grateful. Close your eyes, keep them open. Now, notice, how are you feeling? What are you feeling? I'm going to tell you what I'm feeling. My face hurts. I've got some twinges on my left. But I do feel somewhat of a sense of calm. Little twinges on my left. So I experienced a whole thing of calming. I went to a very calm state, even though there's a little bit of discomfort in my left side. There's a little bit of discomfort in my bum, and there's a little bit of discomfort going down my leg. My nose is itchy. but I had a real surreal sense of calming. Now I'm going to add into my thoracic and do the same thing. I like to close my eyes because closing my eyes makes me feel comfort. Again, left side itch in my nose. Scratching my nose and rubbing my nose didn't help much, but it was an experience. I feel a smile coming on. I do feel a little bit of pain in my right side, a little bit of pain in my right hip, I can feel things going down my leg and into my right hip. Little spasming in my bum and my glutes. Again, I can feel some tension in my right side. I can feel some tension going down my leg, but calming. I'm rubbing on my belly. Um, calming, 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 calming. Very soothing, you know. And I think once you get the hang of this, it can be very comfortable. And I think that it can be very important. We want to calm down things, but we need to go, another place you can put your hand is in the back of your head and then maybe move through the thoracic or on your abdominal. Again, I can feel some things on my left side. Mm-hmm. You can move down to your pelvis and, right under your abdominal, maybe underneath your belly button. Oh, calm. I feel a sense of relief. Very, very calm. Ah, you know, I'd love for you to think about maybe practicing this. It's a very stressful time of year. And, maybe when you're feeling anxiety coming along, um, you can do this and make it very deliberate and very easy and very self-soothing and very intentional. I also think, having a notepad by your side and being able to do that, this can become very complicated because that there's some complex things that could come up. It's probably good that you have a practitioner. If you need anything, I would love for you to write me at Roxy LMT311 at gmail.com. This is my other company, Embracing Wellness. Embracing Wellness by Roxy. And I just feel like if you could write things down or feel anxiety or feel discomfort and not really exactly sure what to do, I would love for you to reach out to me so we can figure out a plan and a method and a way for, you to be able to experience what you need to experience. Um, I think that these kinds of experiences, lessen your expectation. When you're thinking about body work, you're expecting, oh, I'm going to feel better. Well, you don't know what you're going to feel. You don't know if you're going to have an emotional release. You don't know. And having these attachments to these things are really difficult. And, because what if that's also causing the anxiety? What if that's also causing the discomfort? Right. And so if you could lessen that, and sorry, I had to shift. My leg was hurting. But if you could lessen that and not feel as that you have to know what's going to happen, maybe you need to do this a few times. Maybe you need to bring me aboard and work with me on this. I'm not trying to advertise or solicit that. What I'm asking for is that I want your body to heal itself. I want your body to understand itself. But if we need support, here's a hand, right? Here's the hand so you can hold that and you can hold on to these things and we can give ourselves a little bit of comfort and a little bit of dialogue and a little bit of support that can make change because who wouldn't want change? We need to be able to, it's flat palm and then just straight across and self-soothe deliberately and intentionally. You can put your hand on the back of your head and like, just leave your hand back there and then work your stomach. So true story, I went to Malibu about a week and a half ago and my pain scale is normally between a 12, a 10 and a 14. And especially on my bum where it's spastic. And it's been a little over a week and a half and my pain scale is probably still about a 2 to 4. I'm living in chronic pain. I normally have a lot of it, and I'm really excited that I can share with you that it is not as severe right now. I'm really excited to share with you that it's calming. I feel like when I do this, I can get myself into a really relaxed state, and it's peaceful. The best things about it is that I have calmness, I have no thoughts, and my pain scale is anywhere between a 2 to a 4, maybe a 4 to a 6, and I'm not in distress. So, I'm offering you something that is really beautiful. I'm offering you something that could probably really help you. um I think that there is an essence of God here, an essence of peace, an essence of, I don't really think any of this has to do with energy work. This isn't energy work where I'm like moving energy through you. This is energy work that our system is using, where our system has a frequency, our system has an energy, but really, we're just doing contact. That's all we're doing. Self soothing, gentle contact. Amazing and beautiful. Wonderful, wonderful, you know? And I mean, who wouldn't want more calmness? It's the holiday season. Things are stressful. Things are changing. Nothing is easy. Who wouldn't want a stress relief right now? And I just really feel like what a gift to be able to honor as we're heading into the new year and that we can give ourselves something really precious and really special. I'm really excited about that opportunity and I'm really excited about um that we can have that and we can talk about it. Mm, um the feedback that I've been getting is that this is very experiential and people just have to really go through that experience. But again, if you want somebody to hold that space for you, I really want to be available for you and we can do this virtually and I really would love for you to just practice this. I really like the hand on the head. And you're going to notice things throughout your body. You're going to experiencing things throughout your body. But I also hope and have thoughts for you that you're going to experience calm, peacefulness, less stress, less anxiety. I have to still do it for myself and I have to remind myself that I have this tool. I have significant learning disabilities and when I can't see something in like a site, I just can't see it. It's just not available to me. I become very anxious and I feel like I'm going to cry or I'm going to whine like a child. I'm being very honest and forthright with you. Um, but I forget that I can self-soothe myself and really be able to handle this on my own. This is like really important. So it's called dynamic somatic touch or dynamic somatic contact. I'm calling myself a somatic holistic therapist. And I've been studying this for about 18 months. This was class number 4. And I'm super excited that I got to share it a little bit with you today as my going into the new year holiday gift. Again, if you need to reach out, my name is Roxy B. Rocker, and I am the host of Embracing What's Possible with Roxy. And Embracing What's Possible with Roxy today is really trying to self-soothe, be comfortable in your body, and calm down that experience. And I really hope that you have the most beautiful, I hope your Christmas was beautiful. You are an amazing human being, and you are curious, and you are magnificent, and honestly, we can all do this. It gets deeper when somebody is holding that space for you, especially on a table. I'm in Massachusetts. We can do this virtually, and I would love to hold space for you virtually. But if you are in Massachusetts, please come and visit me at Embracing Wellness. And I thank you so much for tuning in all the last 6 months. We've had a lovely time together, and I cannot wait for the most tremendous work that we're going to do and sharing, embracing what's possible stories and the reason why we are wondering about capable human beings with disabilities and how much more we're going to learn about them in 2026. So excited and so blessed. I thank you for everyone. I'm giving you a hug, but give yourself some self-soothing and make sure that you are doing this slowly and deliberately and intentionally. Happy New Year, everyone. Have the most tremendous holiday season. And I cannot wait to spend more time with you in 2026. You are a blessing and a joy. And give yourself a little bit of self-soothe. Give yourself a little bit of comfort. And be good to yourself. And again, if you need help, Embracing Wellness, Roxy LMT311 at Gmail. Cannot wait to be your support system. Have beautiful, beautiful 2026. Happy everything.
I'm embracing what's possible, heart open wide, where fear used to whisper, now love is my guide. I'm not just surviving, I'm setting the pace, wearing my story with shimmering grace. From shadows to spotlight, I rise and I sing, embracing what's possible changes everything. This is your Prospera era, where dreams align with grace, abundance flows like rivers. You've stepped into your place. Rise, reign, and remember, you were born to shine. Welcome to your moment, Prospera, it's time.
We hope you enjoyed today's show on Prospera TV Network. Make it a point to visit us on YouTube and catch all your favorite shows anytime you want. Interested in hosting a show of your own? Or advertising your business on our network? Contact Elena Rodriguez.